Hello and welcome to LA's Supercon Hackaday extravaganza. I'm here live from the conference with all sorts of really interesting people behind me. If you can't hear me, please speak up and let me know. I know that there's we've got a new microphone set up today, so please let me know if you can't hear me. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to tell you what we've got going on at CrowdSupply briefly. So here we have, this is what we're at the moment. So this is Hackaday Conference Supercon happening here in LA. It happens every year. So and it's one of my personal favorites in the world. So we're going to be, if you're interested in that, there's still a handful of tickets left if you're local. We're doing like retro badge hacking. There's things on, there's amazing talks from all sorts of really interesting people, really high quality. I'm looking forward to the Tiny Tapeout. That one's going to be good. So they also stream all of the talks. So if you're watching this remotely, go and check that out, and come again next year because it's a really great conference. All right, so currently live at CrowdSupply. We've just gone live. We have the Pocket Integrator, which is a really fun piece of reverse engineering of the teenage instruments, the Pocket operators. This is a really fun accelerometer control of all of those. That's just gone live. I'm going to get one of those. It's really fun. We've got a couple of macro pads live now. That one's got 3 days. That one's from Leon, who is a great open source creator from Bulgaria. Then we have this Deep Duck, another great little macro pad with some beautiful PCB art there. So that's also nearly finished. So both of them have hit their goals, but if you want to support them, you can go ahead and do that. We've got little sort of at the moment is a PoE ESP32 Espoir, which has got all sorts of integrations with smart homes. Lovely, lovely. We've also got Ukama live at the moment, which is a way that you can run your own cellular data network, and that's being really popular in certain circles. So if you're interested in cellular data, go and check that out. And lastly, live at the moment, we've got quite a few things live at the moment, is the exciting Maverick 603. Now, I'm not going to tell you too much about this because we're going to have somebody on very shortly who's going to tell us why this is so exciting. And that's Matt Venn, who's part of Tiny Tapeout. Let me just move this away and bring on Matt in real life. Look at this. Slide over. Hang on, wait, let's do this. Here we are. Hi, Matt.
Hi, how's it going?
Can you hear us, everybody? Jason, Timon, David, etc. Let me know if you can't. Okay, so Matt, do you want to introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, hi, I'm Matt. I've been involved in open source ASIC stuff for the last couple of years, and I recently made a hat.
What is open source ASICs, Matt?
So ASIC stands for Application Specific Integrated Circuit, or like IC. Yeah. And open source means that there's two main components. One is we have an open source library that is used for the fundamental lowest level building blocks of a chip design. Normally you would have to like sign an NDA with a foundry, and then once you've made your design, you can't share it or put it on a t-shirt or something. Yeah, exactly. And then the other side is having the tools to work with that PDK. Yeah. And those tools are also open source. Yeah. So that happened like started happening 2 or 3 years ago, and in fact I think it was announced at the Supercon by Tim Ansel 3 years ago.
Tim Ansel, if you don't know Tim Ansel, he's a really excellent technical speaker. And if you are interested in open silicon, which is what we're talking about, right? So most people, when they think about open hardware, they think about open designs of PCB boards. But actually, there's a whole lot more. And there's a whole bunch of people who are working to make it like open all the way down, like the turtles, you know. And this is a crucial part of it. This open silicon design is very exciting. If you are interested, go and look at the talk by Tim Ansel from a couple of years ago, I think 2019. For the hello. So yeah, that's the deal. So what are you and what do you do as part of this open ASICs?
I build tools on top of the framework that we already have to make it even more accessible. So for example, now that the tools are open source, that means you can put them as a GitHub action. Do you know what that is?
Do I know what a GitHub action is? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, but for I don't want to patronize you, but that's fine. When I say that, a lot of people don't know, and for anyone in the audience that doesn't know, it's like if you got a repository on GitHub, you can like set up this thing where when you push your code to the repository, it runs a test or something. Yeah. But with the open source ASIC tools, now you can push your chip design to the repository, and then it will build the GDS that you then send to the foundry.
That's very exciting. So you've built that tool? Yeah. Is that live now?
Yeah.
Live now, everybody. Where can we find that?
Well, the thing that we're going to talk about next is called Tiny Tapeout,
Yeah. Well, actually, before we talk about Tiny Tapeout, I want to say hello to some of the people here. So we've got David Groom from Make in the House, iShotJR.com. Hi, David. Thank you for joining us. It's a shame you're not here next year. Timon, woo, hi, Timon. All the way from beautiful and probably not very sunny anymore, Frankfurt. Jason says, hello, I wish I could be there. I wish you could be there. I've actually got, so coming in next is Ben from Pixel Blaze. So we're going to have some of your work here at least, even if you can't be here. You're here in spirit, or I should say you're here in sparkly LEDs. Darian Johnson, yeah, we wish you could be here too. That would be great. I want to see a talk from you about displays next year. Really good. I'm glad the audio is clear as well. So yeah, the ASIC crew is absolutely in the house. There's lots of people here who are excited about ASICs. Yeah. Zach Freeman also here in the house. Hi, thank you for joining us. Oh, good. We've got a question. Here we are. When do we get CI that actually fabs the silicon?
We're still away from that, Zach, I'm afraid. The closest we've got is the CI that makes the thing that you send to the foundry.
That's pretty close. Yeah, lots of people next year. All right, so let's talk about Tiny Tapeout, because I am really excited to hear about Tiny Tapeout. Well, we can go to. Do you want to go to the website, or do you want to just talk about it now?
Well, we can talk if we show on the website. That might be good.
Hold this.
Okay. I thought you said the mic wasn't working anyway.
Well, no.
Is it a prop?
Yeah, no, it's working. That mic, that one is the only one that's working. Like I have 5 microphones on the table with one of them that's working. It's bringing untested technology to a conference.
Tried and tested.
I know, right? All right. Oh, actually, do you want to say this is actually?
Yeah, this is an interesting project.
Yeah, it is an interesting project. This is one that's crowdfunding now, and it's the first time that Crowd Supply has run a campaign for a fully open source chip, designed and fabricated with these open source chip tools that have been designed as part of like this Google Skywater project that you're also a key part of. So that's very interesting. We're all very excited. I mean, it's a big milestone for us to have like a fully open source chip. All right, so Tiny Tapeout. Let's take a look at this. Tell us about this.
Yeah, so we're going to do a workshop here at the Supercon doing this, but if this is something you're interested in trying, then we've got everything on this website that you need, including some digital design basics. So if you've never done like building up circuits with AND gates and OR gates, we've got you covered there. Can I play with the website? Yeah. Please go. So this front page has got everything you need, and we're due to like open the doors to submit your design. So you can learn all this stuff, but you don't have to and all of that stuff is free.
I think it would be good to explain what the whole program is, because we didn't explain what we can. If you design these chips, you can actually get them made for free at the moment. So do you want to explain that?
Yeah. So we've got the resources here for you to learn how the open source tools are going to work to build the files you send to the foundry. Yeah. And that's really cool to just do that anyway. Yeah. But then if you want to take it to the next level, which on the 9th of November, you can pay $100 to get your design put onto in with all the other tiny little designs. That's why it's called Tiny Tapeout. And then we're going to mount it on a PCB and then send you the PCB, so you can actually have in your hand the PCB with the chip with your design on it.
That's really cool.
And we've just want to show you. So if you've never done digital design before, we've got like this section here. And one thing that's really cool is we worked with Uri from
Uri Shaker.
Yeah, who I met through Hackaday actually.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, from the last Supercon.
Oh yeah.
And so you can play with this digital design stuff like right in the browser and learn the digital design stuff here.
I've actually not played with this simulator before.
Yes.
Is this all of his work?
Yeah. So we collaborated to make Tiny Tapeout. Yeah. So we've got these like lessons. So this is what we're going to do with for the workshop here. Yeah. And then once your design is ready, then we're using the GitHub continuous action CI to build the GDS. And we've got, if I show you, if if I go to the, for the first trial, we did this. And one thing that's cool is we're building like a data sheet of all the designs. So once we get the chip fabricated, you'll be able to, we automatically create a data sheet that's going to be like unique for every chip.
How many runs have there been so far of this open source silicon?
We're up to the 7th run since it was announced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how's that going?
It's going good, but slow. Yeah.
What's the spin up time?
It should be like 4 to 6 months, but it's been like 18 months so far.
Ooh,
so it's really got a lot of room
slow
to improve.
At the moment,
yeah.
In this industry, so it's just
learning a lot of lessons. So
right,
so the data sheet, excuse the kind of crap looking data sheet, but this is because your design is going to be like 1 of 400. When you get this board back, it's going to have 400 other people's designs on it. And then you can select their designs and play with them. But how do you know what they are? So we like build this automatic data sheet that tells you what it does.
This is generous.
How to, it's all
nice.
What it does, how it runs, all this kind of stuff. And then if I go back, let me just go to the.
Oh, let's have a look at some of the images as well.
So I can. This is all covered on the website, but you end up with. This is like the template repository.
Yeah.
Oops, not this one. And you take your ID of your design.
Yeah.
You put it in here along with your documentation that gets turned into the data sheet.
Nice.
And then the actions run automatically. Oh, not this one. That's the one that generates the data sheet. The GDS one, super cool action. I got a lot of help with this.
Wow.
I got a lot of help with all of this. So then you can see like what cells were used, and you can click on these to find out what they do. You get like an automatic picture of the chip design, and then like this is the super cool bit. We've got like a 3D viewer in the browser.
You don't.
Where you can like pan around. You can kind of click on a cell. It tells you what the cell is. You've got like the stats down here. You can turn off the layers that you're not interested in. You can like select one of these things and
this is just all in the browser.
Yeah, so you don't need to download any tools, and that's the kind of making because if you have to download the tools,
especially the proprietary tools, they're generally giant as well.
Yeah,
you can't just download it on a weekend to have a nice little play around.
Well, the proprietary tools would cost like $100,000 a year.
Yeah, which is outside of my budget. Yeah, certainly. I don't know about yours.
So Tiny Tapeout is trying to like lower the barrier even further, in terms of like time to commit and.
How accessible is this for somebody who is just what kind of level of experience?
Well, really nothing, because we're aiming at like high school students and hobbyists. So and like just going back to the website again, if you've not done anything, like the very first link is if you're new to digital design, and start by some of our lessons. So really we're trying to cover.
And you're talking like digital chip design.
Analog is quite different.
For sure. Oh, interesting. And so this Wokwi template, is that something that you've worked on together? Yeah.
So this is you come here, this is the starting chip.
I see.
And then you basically use this little library of digital logic here.
Yeah.
Replace these, build your own design in between these two parts.
Are there any like proprietary bits that have not managed to be broken apart yet, or is it?
No, I mean we still don't like I'm still not allowed to like actually just visit the foundry when I want.
Really?
But there's a lot of reasons for that.
Yeah, of course. And there's going to be like a lot of things that are proprietary still, but we're getting there. We're gradually chipping away at those walls.
I don't think there's much more to go, like in terms of releasing open source stuff, but there's definitely a lot more room to go in improving the performance.
Yeah.
Things are still like...
And the visibility as well. How many people have taken this course? Like, what kind of scale are we talking about? Like in terms of...
For the trial run, we had 150 people.
Okay. And did they all make chips, or all of them?
At least one design, So the designs are very small, and then we put them all together.
What are we talking here? Very small? Like
100 microns. So that's...
Okay, so we're talking very small.
So your little square is like 0.1 millimeter by 0.1 millimeter.
Yeah.
But in there, you can put like 400 of these little gates, like AND gates or OR gates. So you can still build things like fairly complicated things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting some love from
Some
for
sweet
Wokwi.
love.
Some love from Wokwi from David and Jason. Yeah, I've actually not really had a look around it before, but
Wokwi is like amazing if you're learning Arduino or you're doing an Arduino workshop and you don't want to bring the hardware for some reason. So like in a school setting.
Oh yeah. So
like
it's
a lot of the time is wasted in plugging the boards in, debugging the serial, and with Wokwi.
It's true, but those are skills too.
They're good fun skills, yeah. But sometimes you don't have time for that. And Wokwi lets you do it all in the browser. So as well as the Arduino, you can also have the LCD or the.
Yeah. Oh, I see. So David was saying that he's been following this project with no idea of the depth. I meant Tiny Tapeout. Yeah. I mean, it's still fairly small. There's a few hundred people who have been doing it.
Yeah.
But it's gradually making it. I'm really excited. So I'm doing the workshop for this later.
Yeah, and
today.
you can as well at home. Just everything you can do it. So just go to the website tinytapeout.com and get involved. And we're gonna open
so
the
have like intakes and everybody goes through at the same time or what?
Yeah, well you can do your design at any point, but we're like limited to putting the designs on the shuttle. And instead of going onto the lottery shuttle where you've got only a percentage of getting your design made. Now we're paying for silicon to guarantee that your design's going to get made.
Yeah, yeah.
So
and what kind of price point is that? Like to get things made, is it ridiculously expensive?
It's $10,000 a run.
Okay.
But because we split that across like 400 designs, then it can make sense.
It's a lot more achievable.
Yeah.
That's sure.
And eFabless are sponsoring us as well, so that helps to reduce the cost. So so that if you get started now, then you've got until Wednesday. And that's when we open the submissions.
And where do you see this going? Like, I mean, have you seen any really interesting applications yet? That's
well, I mean, the radio, the thing that you on Crowd Supply at the moment, the Maverick, is really interesting because that's like, as well as the digital, there's the analog side.
Yeah.
And until we have useful analog blocks like radios,
yes,
then this has a certain limited amount of usefulness.
So is it the point where you actually need a bunch of community contributions from people designing chips so that other people have? So so at the moment we're basically creating the libraries.
Yeah.
So this documentation that you're making in your GitHub, this is what future designers will use as their. So it's quite early.
And even with Wokwi, you can if you find something that you like, you can copy and paste it. So you can take something that someone's already done and then use it.
Yeah, copying and pasting bots. I've never designed a chip myself, so I'm quite excited.
You can do your first one tomorrow.
Yeah.
No,
is
Sunday.
it today? When is it?
It's only Friday today.
Who knows what day it is?
I'm so jet lagged.
I know. Well, I got the train down. You merely. Oh, did you come from the UK?
From Spain.
I didn't know you were. All right. Oh, you came all the way from Spain. When did you get in?
4 o'clock yesterday afternoon.
So for those of you that haven't been following us on Twitter, there's a bunch of us who got the train down yesterday from Portland and Seattle. So we're all like, we've all gone slightly insane because even you can't really get much sleep on these things. No. What are you looking forward to at Supercon?
Oh, so much. I mean, lovely to see people I've not seen in 3 years.
Yeah, it is true.
There's loads of good talks.
Yeah, there are some really great talks and some.
I'm looking forward to running the workshop.
Yeah. I think the thing is though, when you're running a workshop, it consumes your brain too much.
Yeah, it can get hectic. I got 3 people helping me though. So,
oh really? Okay, good. That's
big
great.
up to the helpers. They'll all be wearing these special hats.
Your ASIC hats. They're very good hats. They're very good hats. In terms of the tiny, in terms of this is what we're actually working with in the the Wokwi thing that we're looking at here. Is this what you actually work with because it just looks like vector design software?
Yeah, I mean, there's 2 options. You either designing your circuit by drawing these things around and connecting the wires from one place to another, or if you have got previous experience, you can write it in a hardware description language like Verilog.
You've been playing with isn't there a Python-based Verilog?
Yes, called Amaranth.
Yes, Amaranth. It used to be called something different, didn't it?
Used to be called nMiGen.
Yes, exactly. Good. Yeah. Amaranth is much better. Yeah, much better. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming and talking to us.
Lovely to see you in the face-to-face.
In the real life. Yeah, I know. I always forget who I've actually met in real life and who I haven't. But next we've got Ben. Yeah, Ben is
leave.
coming up. Yeah, there we are. I'm going to take this, remove here, and we'll say, yeah, here we are. So yeah, thank you so much for coming, and thank you for your work. I'd love to have you on for a full hour, and you can take us through you can actually take us through the workflow.
Yeah, we could do a
little
design
session
together on that.
Yeah, that'd be really fun.
Sweet.
That'd be good.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah, thanks. Well, thank you very much for your time, Matt.
You're welcome.
And yeah, send Ben in on your way out. Yeah, you can tell because he's got lots and lots of blinking lights. Oh wait, show the people your necklace first. Wait, we forgot to show this. What is this?
It's a an old modem chip from the 1990s.
Yeah, look at this. Isn't that pretty?
You can't really see the rainbows so well.
You can see a little bit. Yeah, you can't see. It looks much cooler in real life, but it's awesome. So thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. All right, we've got a little bit of love. Here we are, all aboard the Hacker Train next year. I will fly to Portland just to take the train. It was so fun. I would highly recommend it. All right, who have we got here? Look at this. Look who's here to welcome you as well. We've got Jason's comments. Yeah, Jason's and I can't believe Jason's not here.
David.
Yeah, exactly. So there's all these people, these people saying hi.
Hello.
Hi. So Ben, hello.
Hi.
Nice to see you here. Nice to meet you here. We both live really close to each other in the Pacific Northwest.
How awesome is that?
Yeah. And we're both regulars at the Portland Hardware Happy Hour as well. But this is a new context, and you've got a lot of shiny, bright things to show.
It's a fun.
So why don't you introduce yourself to your adoring public first?
Oh, hi. I'm Ben Hencke, a.k.a. Electromage. I make Pixel Blaze and fun LED stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So show us what you got.
Okay, so I've got the Pixel Blaze cube, and so this is basically a 6-sided cube. Well, you guys can see it's awesome LED stuff. I've got a Pixel Blaze in here, a sensor board, a sound sensor. So right now, doing a sound reactive thing. So this is really fun if you've got some music going on.
Wow, I love it. Yeah, well, it's funny how like the techno, I feel, is like the common denominator hacker music.
Yeah. Well, this and then Spotlights just kind of uses some coordinate transformation stuff to rotate through. And I've got this one's a fun one with the accelerometer, so the waves are always going up.
Oh my goodness!
But you can drop it.
That's great.
So what else we got? Some fun stuff. Yeah, so Pixel Blaze, if you guys don't know, is a platform for doing live coding on LEDs. So it serves up a web interface over wireless. You don't have to install any tools. You just go there, you type cool LED stuff, and live it's there right on the LEDs. And then
it's been featured recently in Make Magazine, Volume 83, arriving in mailboxes now, and should be hitting newsstands in sometime later.
Yeah. Really
there you go, plug. Thank you for promoting awesome people like Ben. So yeah. Oh, look, here we are. And the LED the triumvirate. So Ben, Jason, and Deborah. Deborah's here this weekend as well. So Deborah's Geekmon Projects. For those of you that don't know, and also Claire Cassidy is here as well. So who I'd say is also one of the big LED people. Yeah, so that's going to be exciting. Yeah, Jason, where are you? Everybody else is here. All the other LED people.
Yeah, definitely be here.
Talking about collaborations with other LED people, would you like to say what's on your neck?
Yeah, this is the Lux Lavalier. So this is a collaborative project between Jason Kuhn, Deborah Ansel, a.k.a. Geekmon Projects, and myself. And it's a wearable LED pendant, Pixel Blaze on the back, and Jason's beautiful Fibonacci 64 LED panel. Deborah's really cool, clever magnetic clasp. So it's just kind of snaps in super easy.
You want to hold that and I'll show it to the camera?
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Can you hold that?
Yeah.
Oh. So basically, it's got this really cool magnetic closure here, which is Deborah's idea. It's got from my really busted nails. So that closes in, which is really great. And then if we hold this up to the camera this way, I should know where my own camera is, but apparently I don't. This is the Fibonacci sequence here. It's so very, very beautiful, and yeah, great controller, and it's actually very slim as well. So what a great little thing that is. Hi.
Yeah.
We got Mike Stitch, ex Hackaday, waving around. I've been seeing some really interesting people float past us as we have a chat. So how did this collaboration come about? Tell us about the Lux.
Oh, gosh. So, I mean, I've known about Jason's stuff. He makes just absolutely gorgeous LED panels. We collaborated on some stuff.
Did you just meet on Twitter or something?
Yeah, I think so.
You just like you two
Yeah.
shiny.
Oh, and, you know, I think it was Tindy. I think I first saw some of Jason's
really?
stuff. Yeah.
Nice.
And
Big up Tindy.
yeah. And we so we collaborated on some stuff, little things, you know, just LED panels and things like that, some manufacturing stuff. And then we're like, hey, you know, he was making an HDR version, which is really kind of Pixel Blaze's jam. It was like, hey, we should do some more stuff with the Pixel Blaze. So we ended up getting like a footprint for a Pixel Blaze Pico on a little Fibonacci disc, and they were like, this is awesome. This would be so cool. It's like a pendant and stuff. And of course, you know, Deborah, Geek Mom, she beat us all to this. She's been doing wearable, LED pendants forever. And I was like, wait a minute, she does all the power, the necklace thing. Like, this would be perfect. So we all got together and started collaborating, and it's just been a lot of fun. And they're just amazing to work with.
You're selling them now as well, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so you can go to luxlavalier.com, or you can find them on Tindy. You can
how
find
are you
them
manufacturing them? Like, is that a collaborative effort as well, or like how are you? What's the process for all this?
Yeah. So there's the PCBs. I'm doing the LED panels, doing the Pixel Blaze Picos. I manufacture and assemble those PCBs. And then I do the rest of the assembly for the rest of this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or I ship parts to Jason, and he'll assemble some of those for the ones that he sells.
Very
so we kind of like split effort with those things.
Yeah, they're great. They're really great. And what have you been seeing? Have you been seeing anything interesting around Supercon so far? I know it's early, but
it's just great to see all these people. You know, I'm meeting new people. I'm seeing, you know, all the faces in, you know, the maker and hacker communities, and seeing all the, you know, amazing people that I already know. It's just awesome.
It's really nice to see everybody back and smiling and having communications. It's really nice. Oh wait, hang on.
Really great.
Get them as kits as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's such a dream collaboration. I know it's great. Yeah, anything. Yeah, that's it's such. Oh yeah. So Deborah also designed the 3D printed back cover and helped with the bezel design as well. So that's great. Really awesome thing. So if people want it, if you hold that, I will type in where can I get what's the URL for the
so Lux Lava.
Yeah. I'm just gonna Google it. Yeah. Look at that. Here we are. And here we go. So
copy paste.
Here we go. Exactly. And then I can put that in the look, here we are. That's what it looks like up close. And then I'm gonna put it in a banner. Here, who doesn't want a banner? Here we are, Lux. There we go. Look at that. Ta-da! On the fly. Here we go. Yeah, that looks great. It's a really nice little project. Really fun. And if people want to keep up to date with you and see your LED hacks and so on, where's the best place to find you?
So you can find me on leds.social. I've got my instance there.
Really? Do you?
And I'm also on the Twitters. So you can find me LED Mage on Twitter is the Electromage account where I tweet Pixel Blaze type stuff.
Yeah.
Or me personally, I'm IM889 on Twitter.
Yeah.
And again, you can find both of these on leds.social.
Here we are. Let's do it. Wait, actually, do you know what? I'm going to make this into a marquee because I haven't done any marquee banners today.
Ooh.
That's more like it. Here we are. Marquee. That's really fun. Have you got any? So we've got your exciting Pixel Blaze here with the sensor board going on. And have you been working on anything else secretly? Any projects that you've been working on?
You know the secrets.
I want to know secrets. I do want to know a secret. Are there secrets?
Oh yeah, a couple. So I've been working on
secrets. Come back in. Come back and tell us your secrets.
Working on the Pixel Blaze Pico with an accelerometer gyro built in, so that's going to be pretty exciting, especially for spinnable poi type things.
Ooh, that's going to be great.
Yeah. Or like bikes, you know, the spinning wheel kind of things.
Yeah, those are going to be really awesome.
I think that's going to really work well with the Pixel Blaze's coordinate transformation stuff. So you can just take all your map pixels and rotate them around or translate them however you need to for scan things.
Have you already worked out how that is going to work?
Yeah.
Does it already work?
Close.
Nearly there.
Nearly there. Let's see. Other smaller wearable type pixel blaze kind of thing. So I'm working on a very low power one, probably for just a handful of adjustable LEDs, but sort of like a modified QT kind of form factor.
Nice, nice.
Yeah. So that one's not wireless, but
what microcontrollers have you been using? I know that you use the ESP32, which
a lot
you
of
can still get.
ESP32,
Yeah.
a lot of the Pico, Pico D4, which is the ESP32, just like kind of all on a chip. Those are awesome.
Yeah.
Those have been around for a while. And then a lot of STM32s for the other kind of microcontroller stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, thank you for updating us. We're supposed to have the creator of this year's badge here, but he's I think he's eating. I think I just seen him take a plate of lunch off, so I think he's forgotten that I'm supposed to be interviewing us. No, it's fine. Don't worry. I'm just trying to see. I was hoping that go and get Joey. Go and tell Joey to come in. He's right in the queue. Get him before he gets lunch. Okay. Go and tell him. I'm about to ruin Joey Castillo's lunch. Yeah, the motion sensitive Lux Lavalier would be really cool. That would be super fun. I'd like to see one of them on CrowdSupply at some point. That'd be cool. Come and talk to me. Yeah, we are. Here we are. I've got Joey Castillo here with some. I wasn't aware that he was coming. Come and say hi to the people for 5 minutes.
Oh, sure.
Sorry, I just took you out of your lunch. So for those people who don't know you, which is not many people, why don't you introduce yourself and say hi?
Hi, I'm Joey Castillo, and I make oddly specific objects.
You do make oddly, for example?
The sensor watch, which we launched on CrowdSupply and has been really got a thrilling success. Like, I mean,
how many have you sold? We have quite a few come in.
So the backers are all fulfilled, and y'all ordered 700 pre-order boards, and I think we're through almost 500 of them.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
It's
have we done another order with you yet?
Not yet, but I feel like got to get the first ones out first.
Yeah.
But yeah, the community's been like embracing it. Like they're opening pull requests and adding features faster than I can address them. So it's exciting.
Yeah, that's really exciting. And how many have you shipped so far?
664. So
nearly a spooky number.
Very close. Well, that was the number of backers. So,
that's the number of backers, but then you've got all the pre-orders to fulfill as well. Right, so you've definitely sold over 1,000 at this point, if you're sent, which is rad.
Actually, even as we speak, Cyber City Circuits in Augusta is manufacturing. So
that's really exciting. We love Cyber City. So tell me about some of your other projects as well. So because we've got what's this on your?
Oh, this is a little low power LCD gadget. I just made it for Supercon.
Oh, really? It's not your feather that's got on.
It is my feather.
Yeah. It is your feather. You've just like soldered some stuff onto it.
So
as well.
it's I took Adafruit's Feather M0 and I modified it a little bit.
Let me hold that and I'll show
So I modified their Feather M0 Basic to support the SAM L21 and L22. Just a couple of pins change, and essentially L22 on there is a LCD driver. There's not enough light in here to make it work, but it's got a little solar panel, and when it's
that's a little solar panel.
Yeah. So the solar panel powers it, and when it's outdoors, it will just scroll, "Hello, my name is Joey."
That's really awesome. I've seen some. What's this around your neck? We've got
this is the badge.
This is the badge.
It's very cool.
So the person who made this badge was supposed to come and see me, but he's not come to see me, so that's fine. Do you want to why don't you tell them about the badge? Because I've not even turned my badge on yet. You've turned it on. Do you know what it is? It's the retro thing.
Yeah. So it's like a virtual CPU.
Can I show the people? So why don't you?
I had written a program with 2 opcodes. I just had an infinite loop that I wrote, but now apparently it comes preloaded with this. It's some kind of a microchip chip. Yeah.
Very old fashioned.
Yeah, it's very cool. Will I bring this with me?
Yes.
I forgot my. Dang, I thought I had brought my open book with me, but I completely forgot it.
Your open book.
I had it earlier, and I must have brought it dropped it in the hotel room.
So, why don't you say a little bit about the open book and some of the changes that you've made recently? Because I think, what was it, 2018 that you won the Hackaday, or you were
2019.
2019.
Yeah, right before the end of the world.
So tell them about the previous version and also.
Yeah, so it's the open book. It's kind of an open hardware ebook reader. Uses one of those 4.2-inch black and white and gray e-paper displays. Yeah. And I've kind of gotten it down to. I've got like a circuit board here at least. Yeah, the circuit board is kind of designed
nice.
to be. I brought some kits, so if anyone at Supercon wants to assemble one of these
Yes,
later,
please.
we've got
yes,
all
please.
the parts to make 10 of them. The circuit board is kind of designed to be an instruction manual for how to build it. So you just kind of start at the bottom left corner, and it says to work your way counterclockwise. And once you put all the parts onto it, you have an ebook reader.
That's amazing. All right, well, let me pull up your. I'm going to create a banner for you. If somebody wants to find oddly specific objects, everything, where would they go?
Oddlyspecificobjects.com. And yeah, that's where I'm kind of posting. The LCD Featherwing is up there. There's a page on the open book, which we're in the midst of a reboot on the open book. But yeah, I'm really stoked to see see where it goes.
Is that correct? Yeah, oddlyspecificobjects.com.
That's correct.
Bring it up as well so you can have a look. So to say a bit more about, so you won the Hackaday prize, right, for the first one?
Yes.
What's the origin story of this?
The origin story is I wanted to make an open source gadget that speaks all the languages of the world. So it's got a little microchip on there, a little flash chip that has 2 megabytes with glyphs for every language in the Unicode basic multilingual plane. So if you have a text in, English, Spanish, Russian, Arabic, Hebrew, Greek, it will be able to read that book. So that was the origin story. And yeah, the Hackaday prize, it was Take Flight with Feather. And so the original one was Feather compatible. So you could actually plug a Feather wing on there. Like you could put a GPS wing onto it. You could put like a sound output wing if you wanted to like have it read audiobooks. This one is not Feather compatible, but I'm working on another version, an ESP32 version that would be Feather compatible.
So how do you interface with that? Like how do you get?
There's a micro SD card.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and then the Raspberry. For this version, the Raspberry Pi Pico was running the show.
Yeah. Interesting. So this is a new version. It's very neat. Is it going to be this size? Like, how big is it going to be?
That is the size. I'm kicking myself for
Is
not
this the
reading my
whole
book with me.
thing?
Well, I mean the parts like so. The one thing that's.
I mean, is the screen bigger than the PCB, or is this the footprint? Full stop.
I can have the screens here. We can.
Oh yeah,
take
show
a
me
look.
the screens. Yeah. These are
I can't believe I forgot that at the hotel room. Oh, well.
Oh, don't worry. Like, I forgot to charge my new microphones that I bought specifically for this. Well,
So,
I plugged them in, but I didn't plug the plug in. Oh yeah. Oh, nice.
Screen's about yay big.
When you hold that.
Yeah.
So here's the screen size. So this is the screen size, and then this is the PCB. And for reference, here we are. Here's a pair of, like, for reference, that's the size of the iPod.
Yeah, it's very hand holdable. Very.
It's very small.
Yeah.
I've got quite small hands. It's definitely hand size for me.
Yeah, this is one of the
actual screen here.
kind of 3D printed mock-ups of a case that I built.
Yeah, really cool. Oh, nice. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh wow, so that's the case.
Yeah.
That's teeny weeny.
It's pretty tiny.
And how many? So this looks like there's going to be some actual button interface.
Yeah, so
be clickable buttons.
it's very clicky little buttons, and yeah, previous page, next page, a direction pad.
Very nice.
If y'all do another stream later, I'll come by with a real open book. We can take a look at it. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is just our regular Friday stream, which I.
Oh right, of course.
Yeah, so it's a Friday at noon stream, but I said I'd do it when I was planning this, but I do deeply regret saying I'd do a live stream because I'm very tired. But it's fine, actually. It's delightful. So you've been doing this new revision, and it's all open source hardware, right?
It is, yes.
Is it already up on your GitHub? Where do people find all of this kind of
So
information?
it's on the GitHub. It's in a branch right now called Reboot. But yeah, I'm hoping to soon merge it all in. The firmware is pretty good. I've been reading books on it, so
Oh, nice.
yeah, it's workable.
So those are your two projects that you can actually buy, right? So
Right.
So you can actually buy that. That's from Adafruit. You can buy
Yep.
that from Adafruit, like the Featherwing.
Yeah,
and
which,
the sensor which you can buy from various places, including Bright Supply.
Yeah, so I got one of these right here actually.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Brilliant. And then you've got like this open book, which is this e-reader, which you're doing, which we've been having a little look at. So very cool.
Yeah.
So show what is this?
So this is actually a product you can get right now. It's an LCD. It's a custom LCD that I had fabricated, and it's on a Feather compatible form factor. So yeah.
Oh, so you just got a bunch of LCD
I got a bunch of raw
screen.
LCD glass screens made, and then the circuit
Oh,
board.
nice. How did you do that? Did you just find the correct factory and tell them what footprint you wanted?
I went to Alibaba and just reached out to a couple of LCD fabrication houses, and I found one willing to do a quantity of 1,000, which is pretty low for LCD manufacturers. Usually they want 10,000.
Yeah.
But because they were willing to work with me, I was able to make this little custom LCD screen.
Oh, wow.
And so, yeah, this is on Adafruit's website right now. I just shipped them another 100 of them, so they'll be in stock for the holidays.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah, and it's a little, you can do the like clock-oriented things. It has some decimal points. So you can do like temperature, humidity displays. It's also very low power. I charged this maybe a month ago, and it's been just running on battery power ever since. So yeah, it's a really low power gadget.
A month ago on a screen. Oh,
well, because the microcontroller gets to sleep most of the time. So it's continuing about like maybe on the order of like 20-30 microamperes right now. So it only has to wake up once a minute to update the clock. So depending on how you want to use the display, it can give you some substantial battery life.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's really nice to see you bringing things to market in a few different ways as well. It's nice to, like, you're a good use case for like people who are trying to make a living in open source hardware as well.
Yeah, it's been interesting, and it's been fun. Like, because the crowd supply campaign, I feel like it really, like with Sensor Watch, I wanted to launch to a community.
Exactly.
It was hard to say like I want to make this thing, but I won't have to do it all.
Yeah.
Whereas with crowd supply, we launched Sensor Watch. Yeah. The community got built up over the course of a year. We were able to his name is Alex Akers. He wrote a Sensor Watch emulator, so we actually had the Sensor Watch running in the browser before it was actually available. So folks were already hacking on watch faces before they had a chance to hold the hardware, which was super exciting. So, but yeah, like getting that audience and getting that like community around it has been, really, really cool.
Yeah, really nice. And I think the open book will be available at some point, won't it? Is that the idea? Are you going to do a crowdfunding campaign for that one?
Possibly. So this version takes AAA batteries. It's a little chunky. It's not like the ideal. It's not the end product. I'm kind of treating this as like the developer preview edition.
Yeah, it's like the beta version.
Yeah. But it's a chance for folks to hold it, to write firmware for it, kind of hack on it, because
that early community. You're going to do like a limited run of the developer edition.
I mean, today I'm hoping we assemble 10 of them like over in the soldering area. So yeah,
that's a very limited run.
No, very limited. But it's also open source hardware. So my hope is, for example, it's hard for me to ship to Europe, but if someone in Europe wants to like have these fabricated and assemble them at their hackerspace, to go for it. Steal this book, as I
absolutely.
like to say.
That's the good thing about open source hardware. Absolutely. So thank you for spending some time with
absolutely.
us. It's been great. I think I've got well, I saw him waiting, but he's now wandered off. I was hoping to talk to Odd Jayy, Jorvon. But okay, well, he'll be back in a minute anyway. I'm sure he'll be back in a minute. He said he'd be here at 1:45. What are you looking for? Are you doing any talks or workshops?
I'm not doing any talks or workshops. But
you're just here to do other people's talks.
No, I gave a talk last year, and I feel like it kind of consumed my headspace to give a talk.
I'm giving a talk tomorrow, and I'm kind of like, it does consume too much of your head.
So for this year, I just wanted to. It's my first time at Supercon.
Oh, really?
I really just wanted to come and experience it and meet people. So
have you signed up for any workshops? Or
I couldn't get any tickets. I wanted to. Yeah.
Bummer.
Yeah. Oh well.
Bummer. I got a few, so maybe I can swap you.
Right on.
Yeah. I've got a couple that I'm doing the Tiny Tapeout workshop with Matt Venn.
That one.
Maybe I'll just live stream it so everybody can do it. Where's Jay? Someone said that they saw Jay. Oh yeah, Jay's over there. Brilliant. Okay. So is there anything you're particularly looking forward to?
Honestly, just meeting folks, like faces to names. Like, it's super
It's
exciting.
the best thing about it. It's just like the hallway track, or because it's LA in November, it's the outdoors area track, you know. So it's good. It's good. Well, thank you very much for coming in. Thank you. Can you send Jay in on your way? Yeah. On your way out. There we are. Yeah. I think he's out there somewhere. Yeah, he is out there. Wanna come in? Come on in. Oh yeah. We've got Jay here. Come on in, Jay. Take a seat. Let's. I'm running over my skirt here, putting even more holes in it. Come and take a seat. Come and say hi.
Hello, humans.
Hi. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Odd Jayy, your favorite oddity. I do robots and wearable robots, and I'm here at Supercon with my friend here, F.R.R. No, it's just
very interesting.
Paying attention to you right now.
Yeah, hi. Hey, babe.
Stop seducing my robots.
Never. So tell us a little bit about this robot.
Okay, so this one is one I usually take to my events using facial recognition right now. So currently, thanks to the lighting being perfect and everything, is looking at you more than anyone. But if I cover his face up, he'll start looking for more people.
Oh, so he's searching.
Yeah, it looks for a person for a second, and then after it sees you and knows that you're a person, they'll look away again. It's perfect for quick conversations without people doing the whole little, let it follow me all day type of thing. I'm like, stop it.
Yeah,
People,
absolutely.
stop it.
And tell us about what you're wearing on your head as well.
Oh, these are my glasses.
Look at this. Oh, wow. There's quite a few moving parts on it.
Yeah, because moving parts are fun.
Yeah, who doesn't want a moving part?
And then it has a little light too, so see stuff.
Very exciting.
Yeah, I actually use them a lot, believe it or not.
What, your glasses?
Yeah.
You've got quite a lot of different builds and different makes, don't you?
Yeah, I
Like,
kind
so
of have
I was
a
going to ask
problem.
which ones you break out the most often. Which ones are your faithful robots?
The glasses and currently him. This is Old
This is your
Faithful.
current favorite.
I don't want to say favorite.
It's the one that doesn't break.
It's
reliable.
It's kind of like a job thing, when you have certain people for certain events. This is my event robot. This is the one I take with me to public and open events. That way we don't have to worry about those things.
Yeah, for sure.
It's easy fixable and repairable, reprogrammable. That way, if something happens, I'm ready for it. And it's honestly pretty lightweight. Like I can just
it doesn't look super. It looks pretty sturdy.
Yeah, it's pretty.
How are you carrying it?
I have a battery pack on my hip here, and it
nice.
has it powered up there, which is perfect because I've had some awkward moments in some older versions of this where I had to use the restroom and my robot's looking for faces. So the guy installed next to me, he'll just look at them and just stare for a second. And honestly, it's just
so rude.
It's just kind of like, oh, this is
you need
embarrassing.
to get some manners. Like
this is why an off switch is important because it just feels so awkward. We're trying to use the restroom, the robot's just looking at somebody like,
I hadn't considered that. That's the only
eye contact.
So what have you been up to so far, and what are you looking forward to this weekend?
I'm looking forward to the talks. Of course, hanging out
in
with people
particular?
with you guys. I'm looking forward to my talk the most.
Of course. Tell us when your talk is.
Is it 4:30 tomorrow?
4:30 tomorrow at Saturday. No, I'll be there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mine's at 2.
Oh, okay. So I'll be at yours, definitely. Yours is at 2.
Well, no, there's some good workshops at the same time as mine, like the Geek Mom Project and Charlene.
I believe I have a
I would
workshop
probably go to
too.
those.
We have another workshop
Oh,
too
you're doing a
at
workshop?
1:30. Well, I'm part of a workshop.
Okay, what are you doing?
We're making little robots, quick little companion robots,
Oh,
apparently. So
cute.
something quick, easy to put together.
Are you
that
leading
way.
that workshop, or are you just?
I'm
attending?
helping with this workshop.
Okay, cool.
I plan next year to start leading some more workshops.
It's a lot of work though to do a workshop.
Well, I want
It
to make
takes up
some.
your entire weekend sometimes.
Yeah, I want to make some more designs though. I want to make some more like wearable robot designs that are easy for people to easily put together and bring to events like this.
Nice.
So I have a design I've been working on.
Oh,
I just had no
nice.
time to test it because the last 3 months I've been con after con after
You
con.
really have. You've been out there in the community.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Seriously, like I've been seeing you've been traveling a lot.
Yeah.
What's been your highlights from the other events?
Silicon was great, but Silicon was
how was it?
That was amazing. Honestly, that's up there with my favorite cons. Just
That's a big one as well. Though.
Yeah, it
more
fused
like
cosplay with maker stuff, and that kind of blended well together with Adam and stuff. And that was a great time to see old friends, stuff like that. I went to Italy for Rome Maker Fair, which was amazing. I felt like a rock star there. I couldn't take a few steps without someone getting a picture and stuff like that. Like
Rome is a good one.
Yeah, I didn't expect to be that popular there. And that was just a whole bunch of fun.
It's very much your audience as well, though.
Oh yeah,
like the make audience is very like I would of all of the places I would expect you to be hounded at the make events, definitely.
And then
it's a fun one. I like the Rome Maker Fair. It's probably the biggest one in Europe.
I think it is.
Yeah,
it's
like
the big
Arduino
one.
run it, of course.
Yeah.
You know, so like it's their flagship one. Yeah. And I guess with the Maker Fair San Francisco, like the make. The Make Festival, like the Make Fair, it closed down. So I think Silicon is kind of plugging that hole to a certain extent. Would you agree with that?
I agree with that. I think it's the perfect way of doing it too, because since Silicon's fusing both cosplay and maker stuff, you get a lot more.
It's a nice crossover.
It's both, at least from my weird brain, it's both good for spending because more cosplayers will have to go to a cosplay event, and then it's good for makers because then we can correlate the two together, and it's kind of like very fun.
I like how many. Is it a big one, Silicon?
It's kind of a big one, It's become I've done Silicon in 2020 when not 2020, it's 2021 last year. I did it last year and it wasn't that big compared to this year where it was huge. It had so many events, all the workshops were sold out. Like we had a workshop that was 100% sold out, which we didn't expect it to, but it was.
Yeah, it's on my radar. I think I'll go next year.
Yeah, it's definitely
What time
fun.
of the year was it? It was
It's August, I believe.
okay, that's fine. That's all right. Yeah. No, very nice. Very nice. So tell us, you're working for Digikey now, aren't you?
Yes.
Which is technically my competitor, but it's all love here between Mauser and Digikey love. So tell us what you've been doing for them.
I am their technical content creator. So I've been working on content that we can put out on our platform to share stuff. Because as you know, I'm very open source.
Yes, you are.
So my personal rules, whatever I build, eventually gets out there and people can copy it or learn from it or do whatever they want. So Digikey is pretty much just helping me with that. That's all. That's
helping
all
you with the content creation itself, and you're getting free to build.
Yeah, supplies, parts, things like that.
Yeah,
but they're super nice too. Like they allow me to be myself as I do this, and that's a kind of a big thing for me. Because I've worked the corporate world and I have corporate J mode where I'm just kind of like this, and I'm just.
You're the robot then in that case, but now you can concentrate on building the robot.
Yeah, now I have a lot more time to just be like, all right, cool, I want to build this. And they're like, okay, cool, just let us know if you need any help. And I'm like, great.
Have you got any exciting projects in the works at the moment? So your work is primarily robotics.
Yeah,
correct?
primarily robotics.
So do you want to talk a little bit more about the kind of work that you do, like the projects that you do?
A lot of my stuff when it comes to like project work and stuff is mostly robot designs. So like I like thinking of my own robotic designs that are very characteristic, very character driven, and I put those together and I try to make this fun story with this robot character in it. So I'm working now on a few more projects that are going to be open source. Of course, like I said before, I want to do one that's easy for anyone to build. So a quick little companion robot that someone can like print out, put some Velcro on and wear to an event just because they can.
Nice.
And I'm also working on some other smaller projects. Like I'm working on something, some small rotation wheels that people can easily 3D print because I've had an issue with rotation wheels recently. And we're going to go from there. I have more stuff planned for next year, but this is my last BitCon that I can sit down and start actually working on stuff to put out there.
Yeah. But do you have a preferred microcontroller ecosystem? Like what are the innards of your robots?
He's using OpenMV because it's simple AI, which is really great. I love that AI is becoming a lot more easier and accessible in microcontrollers.
You've done a lot of work in AI. All of your
at least recently, a lot of recently, a lot of my robots have been facial recognition just because I like the interaction between them. But when it comes to microcontrollers, my favorite was always originally the Adafruit Trinket and Pro Trinket. Those two are my two top favorites. But of course, I'm leveling up as I go. Currently, I don't have a legit favorite board I go to. It depends on the project. Like I have to think about size, weight.
Of course.
Can it handle the thing I want?
Yeah.
Do I have to have an interface board for it? It's a whole bunch of little thoughts that go into it.
In terms of your motor choices, I can hear it's quite this one's quite servo heavy. Is that what you tend to like to use for your
100% servo. I'm a servo nerd. I like servos. I like the sound of them.
I like the sound of them as well.
Right?
Definitely. It's got personality.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, and I like the fact that sometimes they can be slightly shoddy. You know, like they're not always perfectly aligned.
Which
I like. I agree with you. Servos give personality to a robot.
I love it. Sounds weird, but I also love when servos break sometimes because I remember one of these older versions when it had broke, the servo rotation gear I guess messed up because it suddenly went all the 360. They kept spinning 360 degrees, and I was like, what's happening? And it just makes it more fun.
It is fun.
It's a lot easier to control, in my opinion, using pulse width modulation compared to like having a motor control system in there.
It's much easier.
Yeah.
You don't have to have like an H board or anything like that.
Yeah, that's
so I did a whole bunch of robots using servos. I did robot unicorns that had both of the wheels were both 360 degrees continuous rotation servos, which means that they were really bad, right? So they were really wonky, but that was the point. So they were like supposed to be terrible robots that you raced in these really confusing ways. But like I think like the servos just add a touch of just terrible tech. You know, there's like a little bit of something that's slightly wonky, which means it's slightly human about it.
It gives
really
it characteristics. That's what I love the type of things that gives them a little bit more characteristics. Because this doesn't have a soundboard in it yet, but I feel like I can not have a soundboard thanks to the servo system.
I agree. I mean, like in the soundboard, but that would be a fake sound. This is the real sound of your room.
Yeah, I'll figure out the sound thing in the future. This is 03. 04 will have sound.
Yeah. Well, there's a really interesting little sound robot that someone did in Portland, brought along to a hardware happy hour, which was like sounds, like all different music, but it was just made by running the stepper motors at different speeds.
Oh,
and it
that's
sounds
clever.
really cool. and you can actually make some kind of. That would be really cool to hear, like motor. I'll look up the link and I'll send it to you. I think you might be interested in seeing the like motor sounds actually making sounds. All right, so we've got 5 minutes left. What I might do is like just wander around and show. Unless, well, actually, before I do that, let's do a plug for you, Jay. Where do you want people to find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Odd Jayy.
Hang on, let me just create a. So Insta is just what at Odd Jayy.
Yep, ODD
Like
underscore Jay.
Oh, underscore Jay.
It's 2 Y's too. Underscore Jay.
Yeah. And then what's your Twitter?
Same thing for Twitter.
Okay, fine.
You can find me by typing in Odd Jayy most things, and that's why I am.
Okay, well, Odd Jayy, whatever. Insta and etc. Okay, fine. And if so, this is the best way for people to find you. Just
Yes.
this at Odd Jayy. Follow you on Insta, on Twitter, etc.
Kind of both of my plays. I'm a little bit more active on Instagram because I can do stories on Instagram. Twitter, I do like to share a lot of my big projects on Twitter though, but like I'm not very like talkative on Twitter. I'm more of a shower, not a talker.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I'm terrible at Insta.
I'm decent at Insta. I blame art school. Art school makes you good at Insta. So you have to be.
All right, everybody. Would you like me to show you around? The audio quality will be terrible, but I can show you around and see what's what. There's a delay, so nobody. I'm just going to assume everybody's going to say yes, and if it's terrible, I'll just hang up.
Yeah, people say yes. There you go.
Yeah. All right, let me walk around. Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure.
For coming to say hi. And I hope to see you. Well, I'll see you.
Yeah,
I'll see you in about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's walk this. Let's walk this round. I don't know if we might cut out. It might be a disaster. If it does, thank you for joining us and goodbye. But let's. Okay, I can hold this round. Let's show you around. Hi, Elliot.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. We're live on YouTube at the moment. I've done the stream. I'm just showing everybody around.
Okay, awesome. Definitely do.
Yeah. All right. So here we have. I'm going to take you right to the beginning, so you're going to get the full experience. Well, this is day one, right? This is Friday. So the rest of it is actually going to be at the design lab. All right. So if you were here, you'd be coming in to this Hackaday Supercon conference check-in. And then there's in the check-in, this is where you get your awesome swag bags and so on. Can I take a little look in the swag bags? All right. So what have we got this year? We have got, hang on, let's put this here. We've got this is this year's mug. We like that. We all like the Supercon mug. This is this year's tote bag here, like this. What else have we got in here? A Supercon water bottle. We like that. And then, oh, look at this. Someone's brought the T-shirt for us as well. Let's have a look at that. Doo-doo. That's this year's T-shirt. So that's what you're missing out on at home. All right. So that's what you get. That's the swag. Then we come through from after getting your swag and your badge into this room. So this is the major room here, which has got the tables for badge hacking on it. You can see there's quite a lot of people here, all working on their badges or various projects. Yep. Whoop, I'm walking the wrong way. I should be going backwards like this. Here we go. This is advanced. If I drop my MacBook, and my boss is going to be very unhappy with me. But yeah, you can see there's lots of people walking around here. Hiya, Sam. Yeah, even more people down here badge hacking. There's pizza over there. Hi, David. So we've got a bunch of electronics on the table here. People still doing their people doing badge hacking. This is where the stage is here. You can see there's a giant picture of the badge, this year's low-tech old-fac badge. And then, yeah, so this is the seating area. Then we have, look who's here. It's Claire Cassidy from us, from Crowd Supply. Yeah. And then coming back through, of course, it's LA. So look at this glorious sunshine, which I'm very happy about because, say hello, everybody. Oh, look. Hi. Oh, this is Geek Man Projects. Here we are. So look, we've got Jason who's here.
Oh, yay. Hi.
Yeah. Jason says hi. Jason's on the stage. Yeah. And there's Ben again, enjoying the sunshine. more outdoors things, which is where I'm mostly hanging out. Hello. Oh my gosh, it's Dave. Hi. Hi, Dave. Hello. And we've got who we've got here.
Helen, hi,
Yeah,
Helen.
say hi to the people at home.
Hello, everyone at home.
It's Sean. Well, there's iShot, there's David Graham. We've got a bunch of people. Timon is on here. Yeah, we were actually live, so I'm gonna take people around, and then I'm gonna hang up and come back and say hi to you. All right. Background, this is all outside, so there's like quite a large outdoors area. My Wi-Fi is looking quite sketchy, so I might cut out. I don't know. Okay. So as you can see, there's quite a large outdoor area. And here we are. Here's more tables for people hacking on things, but being outdoors. I might come over and say hello to you. Can I say hello?
Hey, how's it going? Hello.
Yeah, it's the
streaming?
Yeah, we're streaming. This is all the people at home.
Awesome.
We're losing the network, but we're going back inside. I'm just showing them around. All right, see you later. Okay, here it is. Getting choppy, losing network. How was that? I'm going back. You managed to see Carrie, huh? Good. I'm glad you managed to see Carrie. So I've done the little rounds. I think that's basically it, right? My arm is getting tired. Actually, no, before I leave, let me just say hello. Come and say hi.
What's up?
We're live. There's a bunch of other people. Hey. Say hi, Mohib. Hi. Hey.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah. Well, we did it properly. We had an interview, and now I'm just showing people around. All right, so hi, everybody. See you later. We've got everyone. So I hope you feel that you've been shown around. Going back through here. So this is the supply frame offices, and then tomorrow we'll be at the design lab, which has got a lot more outdoor space. So yes, which I'm happy about. Okay, let me open this door. All right, and we're back. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little tour. I hope it helped with some of your FOMO. Thank you for sticking around with us and saying hi. Hopefully I'll see you at an event soon. And I don't know when the next live stream is, probably in a couple of weeks, because I'm staying in LA for a couple of days. So that's it. All right. Thank you again for joining us. And hopefully see some of you at the event. Or if not, we'll see you around soon. All right. Bye from LA. That's me out. All right. Have a great day, everyone. Whoop, and broadcast.